Have you ever considered what it's like to immerse yourself in a sound bath? Well, today I have you covered. Join me as I invite a special guest to dive into the unique experience of a sound bath and spill all the details on the Afterbath. Welcome to the Afterbath, where we explore unique experiences and wellness practices. I'm your host, Matt. Today we have a special episode where we'll be diving into the world of sound baths. If you've ever wondered what it's like to be immersed in soothing sound waves, you're in for a treat. Join Loretta on her transformative journey as she steps into her third of 6 consecutive sound baths, seeking a deeper connection to inner peace. After experiencing a profound relaxation and positivity from her last session, she hopes to recapture that serene feeling. However, a late night has left her feeling rattled, tired, and short on sleep. Despite the challenges, Loretta is discovering a growing importance of sound as a powerful tool in her wellness practice. Will this sound bath reignite her calm and help her to stay in the flow, or will the pull of old habits win out? Let's find out together. Loretta.
Matt.
Welcome back.
Thanks for having me back.
So you're in for your third sound bath.
Yes.
Yeah. How you been?
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
It's very warm today.
Stinking hot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think it's about 35 degrees outside and humid.
Yes, very humid.
Heavy.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely feels like there's some dark clouds coming over, so we'll probably get a change at some point, but right now it feels like being under a hot doona.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how you been during the week?
Actually, very good during the week.
Great.
A very good week. Very creative.
Yeah.
Some different creative work that came to its. It was completed on Wednesday, and then some other artistic stuff that we got to celebrate last night.
Yep.
So, and then some really good time with the grandkids in between there. And
great.
This morning.
Yeah.
So a lot of energy in the house.
Yes.
But I'm feeling really kind of wound up today. I've got that. I didn't have enough sleep. It was a late night last night, and then early morning with gorgeous energy. But inside, it's hard to reconcile.
You could become rattled.
Yeah,
you become rattled. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you're probably looking forward to letting that go. Yeah. And anything else coming up for you, or
early on in the week, that felt very calming.
Yeah.
After last Saturday's sound bath.
Yeah.
And it's only when I got home I realised there was a part of it that was really interesting. There was a sound that you were able to create that felt like a didgeridoo.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how, but it had it resonated in a deep way.
Yes.
And it was very soothing.
Yep.
So I think that's where I might have fallen asleep.
Yes.
But it had that resonance.
Yeah.
Depth.
Yeah, there's a couple of bowls that I have that are really very big, and when you give them a rub, they can create that didge kind of sound. Yeah, because they're really low and
yes.
Yeah. Didgeridoos are amazing for, creating that, getting into a state of, mindfulness. It's just so low and rich. Resonating. It's amazing. Yeah, very powerful.
Yes.
Especially if you've had someone blow a didge on your body.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it feels like, it
goes right through you.
Yeah.
So I was attempting to hold on to that feeling.
Yeah.
during the early part of the week, I was hoping, or I was thinking, I wonder how long I can hold this or even return to it.
Yeah.
Didn't really succeed too well.
That's okay.
So much just, So I'll still aim to try to hold that.
Yeah.
Or retrieve it as much as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for me at least, sometimes when you're in the thick of things, sometimes your tools go out the window.
Mm.
And you go, where have they gone?
Yeah.
So you gotta remember your tools, and that's why practicing the tools every day. Things like humming, or mantras, or meditation, or just every hour on the hour you pause just for a moment, just to recalibrate. Once you get into the routine of it, you'll probably feel that you can go pretty full on, and then you'll hit a bit of a brick wall. And at that stage you'll go, okay, I gotta slow down.
Exactly.
So
I was racing around and I brushed against something. It was metal and it resonated like one of your bowls.
Right.
And it was almost that quick reminder.
Yeah.
Look what you've wound yourself up again.
Yeah.
And that little vibration is already reminding you that you can come back down. You can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even having some tuning forks in your pocket.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Just 2 tuning forks in your pocket.
Yep.
You can always just
ding.
Give them a little ding.
Yeah.
That can be very powerful.
Yes.
Yeah, just when you need a little reset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to try that.
Yeah. Do you have any tuning forks?
No.
Okay, that's all right. I can recommend some later.
Okay.
But things like angel tuners are really good.
Okay.
Yeah, they're a very small little tuner. Even just a simple C and a G.
Okay.
A C and a G.
Yeah.
Which, I'll show you later, and I might leave in the show notes. So
really
if
good.
anyone's listening, they can go, C and a G, or angel tuners. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll have a bit of a play of those later. Yeah.
For times where I'm stuck in traffic and taking the wrong turn.
Yes. Yeah. But the easiest one is humming.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that worked just before we started.
Yeah.
It just
brings you down. You just got to get your out breath longer than your in breath. Yeah, so your inhale and exhale. So exhale needs to be longer than your inhale. Yeah, because usually what happens when you become rattled is that your breathing goes out the window.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this road looks so different.
Yeah.
What's happened?
Yeah, and then once your breathing is in check, then it's fine.
Okay.
So that's why, like mantras, even just beatboxing. Beatboxing and drum beat. Yeah, will regulate your breathing. So, but mantra is essentially a little bit like beatboxing. Yeah. So
sound healing.
Yeah.
It really is. Like, this feels to me that this is the area that I've really got to focus on.
Yeah.
I've focused on food for years and years and years. Got it down to a fine art. I love it. I crave eating like that. When I go off that path, I pay for it. My body tells me straight away. And also I know it as soon as I'm eating, I'm emotional eating here, or I'm...
Yeah.
What good is this going to be?
I'm enjoying it now. 2 hours later, it's going to be a train wreck.
So, that I've progressed along that path.
Yeah.
But I can feel in me, my nervous system is craving to be assisted.
Yeah.
It really needs a calming practice.
Yes. Because
it's just so highly strung that it shouldn't be reacting as quickly as it does to different events that happen. I guess it's a little bit like if you had a
like a little barometer or something that you could measure your blood pressure going up.
Yeah.
It's
I've got
probably
that.
it's just going up too quick. Yeah. yeah.
Off the chart. Yeah. I mean, I've had that. That was the last 18 months was trying to lower a really severe blood pressure issue.
Yeah.
And and I don't want to be on medication. It's the first time I've ever had to go on medication.
Yeah.
And so I don't see it as the answer.
No,
it's a temporary thing that to try to solve it in the short term.
Yeah, it's
but
a
long
crutch.
term, it is a crutch.
You got to throw it away.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I can see how proper breathing techniques and other ways to soothe the nervous system when I'm at that very jarring point.
Yeah.
To reset.
Yep.
I have to learn and practice to deal with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Essentially, it's a breathing practice, and there's numerous ways to regulate that. Yeah.
Okay.
So humming, singing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mantras. Yeah. Chanting. They're all good.
Out of that list, I'd choose humming and chanting.
Yeah.
It'd be a bit harsh on anyone else around. Singing, no.
Yeah.
The humming, really good. I'll definitely be trying to change my language.
Yeah.
That's what I have to adapt to.
Yeah.
I have to bring that into my process.
Yeah. So if you do it daily, even if it's just a really small amount each day, you just go, right, first day 1 minute, just so you can get a routine. And it might be that you say, I do it first thing when I get up in the morning, or whenever it is, but as long as you remember and you have time and you dedicate your life around a practice where you go, no, I have to do this every day because I don't want to forget my tools. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, one of my core issues is I don't have time.
Yeah. No, definitely you've got time. Definitely got time. If you think of it like this, if you're of the belief system that, you're going to be here for all eternity, but just in different forms, time's kind of irrelevant.
There's a good point.
Yeah, time is irrelevant.
Yes.
It might be only in this form.
Yes.
That you might go, I'd like to get these things done in this form. But you got another form after this. And then another form after that. So, it's like one of those things where you go, I didn't get these things done today. Well, there is tomorrow. And for all eternity, never-ending tomorrows. So if not in this life, don't worry, the next. Yeah. But I think what happens to most of us is that we don't think possibly even comprehend that there is anything after this. And so there's always this mad panic. Oh, no, I don't want to miss out. I need to get it done in this lifetime, otherwise I'm going to miss out.
Yes.
But you'd probably...
It's so time-bound, this and the phone and the...
Yeah, totally...
From the minute you wake up.
Yeah, totally lost in time. So you can always think, what am I here for? Good time? Or something else? Yeah. So, I would say good time. Yeah. So don't be concerned about time. Time is one of those things that we measure, so we say, it gives a good indication of, I should probably sleep soon. But even if you didn't have a watch, you would probably just hook into going, I feel tired. I should probably sleep. But for those people who don't have that connection, maybe it's better just to, have a clock and go, oh yes, this time. Okay, I've got to be in bed before this time. Yeah. And then whatever I don't get done doesn't matter. Yeah, tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, Plus the other thing is that you'll probably find that if you do things more carefully, with more mindfulness, you'll have more energy to get things done. And your mind will be so much more clearer that you'll find easier and easier ways to get so much more done than if you get stressed and find yourself doing the same thing over and over but not getting a different result.
It's exactly how it has been.
Yeah. So...
Yeah, that hurried energy that it doesn't allow for that, the flow, and it therefore doesn't allow for different elements to get reconnected in that uncanny way that makes it sing. Yeah. They're the moments that I love, especially my creative work. I just to have 2 or 3 hours in that headspace when you've got a head full of little fragments, interesting concepts that there's a linking path that runs through it. Yeah. And when you're in that timeless state, it just has a magic way of all just pulling together like there's some kind of magnetic form pulling that path into place.
Yes, absolutely.
When I'm not in that flow state, it's such a...
you have to barge your way through.
Yes, and it's like, I know there's a point that I'm trying to make and I'm trying to get there from here and it's just not coming together.
Absolutely.
And then after 3 hours of that, I feel exhausted.
Yeah.
But to get that, the version that's in the flow, it's becoming rarer and rarer. Yeah. I have to put these boundaries around it. I can't bring the phone in. I have to... state my intentions before I walk in to make it aware that this is what I'm doing, this is where I am. Harder and harder to do.
Yes.
So that's the goal.
Yes. Yep. That's good. Yeah. Definitely I found that if you're in a flow state, everything works so much better. And the synchronicity of everything around you works amazingly well. Like the strangest of things occur. Yes. In the most opportunistic way that you would have no idea of, wow, it's all just coming together.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's a post-it note that's sitting there that sums it up, and it's been sitting there for weeks and I've only just noticed it. In the flow. But actually that tuning fork, I can already see how that would fit into the process before I even walk in the door. It's almost like a clearing, sonic clear of the space.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Okay. The tuning forks are great. I really, really love the tuning forks. If you do a daily meditation with the tuning forks, you begin to feel it after a while. And then when you ding it, you're immediately like, oh, yeah, okay, wow.
Yes.
Yeah, the tuning forks are really good.
So does it essentially start to train your nervous system as well?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's all training.
Yeah, like Pavlov's dog,
That's right. Yeah. See the meat or hear the bell.
Yes.
Yeah. So, exactly the same thing. And when you think about it, we're constantly training ourselves. Yeah, constantly. I see it with students all the time. If they make one little mistake while playing a phrase, 100% next time they go to play it, they'll make the exact same mistake. Exactly the same.
Yes.
And so then it's a matter of them becoming aware, I'm making mistakes. And then at that stage, it's so ingrained that it takes quite a lot of effort to change it. Yeah. It's not impossible, it just takes effort.
Yes.
So, you know, the silly thing that I always say to students, would you like to know how to never make mistakes? And of course everyone goes, yes.
Yeah.
And I go, well, don't make mistakes.
It's that easy.
It's that easy. That means you got to be really careful with what you're doing. You got to slow down, be really mindful, and realise, well, if it's not done today, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You've got something great to do tomorrow. You don't have to think. You don't have to invent something. Great, just do it again tomorrow. Easy.
So easy.
Yeah. Anyway, should we go have a soundbar?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it.
Imagine a moment carved out just for you, reclined in gentle stillness. You are cradled by waves of pure, resonant tones, Tibetan singing bowls, gongs and chimes, weaving their magic. Each sound becomes a loving embrace, reaching into the deepest corners of your being, dissolving tension and inviting serenity. In this sacred space, the outside world melts away. The chatter of the mind quiets, replaced by the soft hum of harmony flowing through you. It's not just an escape, it's a homecoming, a reminder of your innate balance, strength and connection to the infinite. Here, relaxation is just the beginning. A sound bath is a radiant pause in life's rhythm, offering renewal, clarity and peace. Whether you're seeking a moment of stillness or a deeper connection to yourself, this is your time. Step through the doorway and let the whispers of the universe guide you back to your center. This is your invitation to realign, recharge, and remember the essence of who you are.
Loretta, welcome back. This is After the Sound Bath.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Post. So, how you feeling?
Magnificent.
Yeah, great.
For anyone that suffers from insomnia or has had that hell week with young kids and hasn't slept well, my gosh, I can't see how you would stay awake.
Yeah.
I tried.
Yeah.
And I could feel myself not off, and I could even hear a snore here or there.
Yeah.
And I came back, but whatever happened at one point, I was totally out. So I apologise for the snore.
No, that's good. That's good. Did you hear any of the gong? Because I think at that stage you were out.
You'd only just started the deeper, heavy gong right behind me.
Yes.
And I remember that for only a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
And I was gone.
Blown away.
Gone.
Yeah, because I gave that a good hammering.
Did you?
Yeah. So amazing that
Sleeping
you just
like a log.
Just out.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that felt like a very deep sleep.
Yes, I bet it was.
Because I had really sore neck and shoulders yesterday and this morning, and it's just not there. It's just ironed it out.
Wow, that's amazing.
And that's refreshing. That's really interesting how well that soothes the system.
Yeah. Because it's not like you're lying on a cushy bed. You're on a couple of yoga mats.
Yes. Nothing deluxe there.
Yeah.
Well, it's comfy enough.
But it's not like...
For the time frame.
Yeah. Look, let's just call it as it is. It's a concrete floor with 3 yoga mats, a sleeping bag, and a heavy blanket.
And it feels a comfortable level of squishiness.
Yeah. But it wouldn't be like one of those things that you sink into and go, oh.
Yes.
Yeah. So
the soothing out has occurred by the sound waves. Nothing else.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Having said that, a firm mattress does help you to sleep well, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel clearer in the head.
Yeah.
I've lost a lot of that jittery feeling that I came in with.
Yeah. How's your ability to breathe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Clear both nostrils?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, which is an interesting thing. So if anyone's listening who doesn't understand that, throughout the day we change nostril when we breathe. So you might breathe on the right side and then you'll change a couple of hours later to the left side, and then you'll keep changing back and forth all day.
And that continues through the night?
Continues through the night, and only at sunrise and sunset do you breathe through both nostrils. Yeah, a little kind of, 10 minutes or however long it takes for the sun to go down.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So also if you meditate or if you have a big release.
Okay.
Yeah. So
okay.
Yeah, you breathe through both nostrils. So if you're doing a mindfulness practice, you should be able to breathe very clearly. So yeah. I notice for myself I'm breathing very clearly through both nostrils. But maybe give it half an hour, maybe, or an hour.
Yeah.
It'll go back to 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like it's been this like menthol.
Yeah.
Clarity.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And the space that we're doing the sound bath in is an old converted garage, so it's very cool on a hot day like this, which is magnificent.
Yes.
But I don't know if lying down on a concrete garage floor would be good for you, would be benefiting your sinuses.
Okay.
I don't know, but I don't think so. I don't think a carpet floor would either. I think a carpet floor might be worse because of all the fibres.
Yeah.
But yeah, I lay down earlier today to see what the temperature was like because I didn't want you to feel uncomfortable when you were lying there. And it felt quite nice.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it was quite cool.
That was fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, so it's fascinating.
Well, it makes me rethink what was happening. Remember I mentioned those temples?
Yeah.
The Maltese temples.
Ah, yes.
And they were cut into the limestone, carved into that rock in a way to make a space for perfect acoustics.
Yep.
So if somebody was laying in that space, that curved space, and this whatever sound healing that they were choosing to do, and I'd say it'd have to be acoustic, like the vocals, a choir of some sort.
Yeah, could be,
or even basic percussion. There wouldn't be, at that point in time, there wasn't brass or glass or any sort of that pitch of chime. It would have been...
Might have been flutes,
maybe
bamboo flutes.
Rattles or any organic kind of percussion.
Yep.
Or even drumming.
Yep.
But how that would have resonated in a form of architecture like that.
Yeah. Yeah, which is pretty amazing. Yeah.
And I can see how it would heal.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. 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 All sound is pretty powerful. Yeah, it almost doesn't matter what the instrument is. It all has an ability. Yeah. Yeah, sound is very, very powerful.
Well, yeah, and you definitely know it at the other end of the scale when it's dangerous sound, like, you know, like a cannonball getting shot out. We were going through the streets and there was a ceremony, and it was a little bit military, and they were making all those old gunfire, but also a boom from something like a cannon, and that was jarring.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And friends that were in the back of the car, that are first responders,
Yeah.
it was impacting them in a
Pretty
not a
nasty.
great way.
Yeah. Wow.
So you can see how on the other end of the scale how dangerous it can be, but such a healing modality if it's
done right.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Gosh.
Yeah. If you have the right tools, or at least if you have a tool and you know how to use it well. Yeah. I mean, the human voice is your main tool.
Yeah.
Singing, chanting, mantras, all of those types of things. Yeah, really great. Humming. Just humming. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
But it seems too simple. Yeah, but you have to sit there and do it, and do it for a while, and then after you've done it for a good while, you begin to feel it. Yeah. So, if anyone's listening wants to give this a go, then just hum. Yeah. So as you inhale through your nose, and then as you exhale, you do a hum. It's just a and by doing that over and over, then you lengthen your out breath.
Yeah.
And your in breath becomes a bit shorter, your out breath is longer, and you calm down. Yeah, and it's very simple. Yeah, I think the humming is good because sometimes, at least what I find when I try to lengthen the out breath, sometimes I just go into a habit and forget.
Yes.
Yeah, but humming forces your breath to become slower. Yeah, so humming is great.
Yes. Bees are onto something.
Yeah, bees are onto something. Yeah. Apparently the reason why their honeycomb forms a hexagon is because of the hum.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just forms because of their humming.
Yes.
Apparently.
And some of the flowers open because of their hum.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Boy, I didn't know that. That's amazing.
Some species, when the bee comes closer, it's that frequency that opens it. So it's a key lock entry, hum entry.
Yeah, hum entry. Wow.
What a design.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I should have that on my front door.
Yeah.
Sound nicer than a knock.
Yeah.
Or a doorbell.
Yeah, you've got to get the pitch right.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I suppose you'd have your own, like a fingerprint, you'd have your own...
Yes. Frequency.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, I'm sure there's already locks out there. Spoken word locks. Yeah. That would be...
Open Sesame.
Yeah, Open Sesame. There's probably a phone app like that.
There would be.
Yeah. Maybe I'll have to go check that out.
Yeah.
And anything else coming up for you?
That just soothes me.
Yeah.
I noticed in the early stage how I still had the beginning of conversations and they would just trail off.
Yeah.
And another one would come up and it would then trail off.
Yeah.
So that was with the chimes, when you were doing the chimes and the tuning forks.
Yeah.
And then by the time, so that went for a while, then by the time the gong came in, there was no conversation in the head left.
Yeah.
And that just reset. I feel it pushed away.
Yeah. Yeah, very clear.
Yes. Yeah.
And how's your mind now? What's it? Is there much chatter?
No chatter.
Yeah.
More grounded. I'm feeling more grounded, more settled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is incredibly quiet, isn't it? Yeah, it's very quiet. Couple of birds I can hear in the background, but
isn't that interesting? Because when I came out of that, there was a noisy miner on the tree outside.
Yeah.
And when I'm in a frustrated mood, noisy miners drive me nuts, that sound. But when I'm fine, not frustrated, doesn't even touch the sides.
Yeah.
And then when we walked out, and because we come past your gorgeous little garden, I was noticing things I hadn't noticed when I first walked in.
Oh, wow.
So there's an orange flower that has this it's sculptural quality of it's going from larger to smaller to smaller. And this tiny minaret at the top.
Yep.
And I hadn't noticed that when I walked in. I hadn't noticed the vibrancy of the colours at the moment.
Yeah.
It's because it's that storminess in the atmosphere as well. It almost brings out the intensity, but it almost felt like colours and patterns were more intense coming out than they were going in.
Yes, absolutely.
So there's something that I love about that.
Yeah.
It's brought more depth.
Yes, absolutely.
And I just happened to be talking to a friend last night who was ready to go into an ayahuasca ceremony today.
Wow.
And I said, well, interesting. I'm doing a sound bath today.
Yeah.
Let's compare notes at the end of the week.
Yeah.
Which I'll be very curious to know where that's gone.
Yeah.
Over the days.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, ayahuasca. I've never taken ayahuasca myself.
Yeah, neither have I.
I never felt I certainly don't feel the need to do it now. I think if I was in a bad way, I would be open to it.
Yeah.
But now, not for me. Not me. Yeah,
no
not
need.
for me. Yeah, no need.
No.
Yeah, I don't know what I would gain from it. Maybe there's people out there listening that would go, oh, no, you definitely gain from it. But, yeah, I don't know what I would gain from it. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't have any interest. But, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully it does your friend some well.
Exactly.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, fascinating. Had they done anything like that before, or...?
Think about 20 years ago.
Right. Fascinating.
Yeah. So in a very different stage of life. So, I'm looking forward to the chat.
Yeah. Oh, well, maybe we can chat about it next week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Happy to.
Yeah. Fantastic. And so what's on now for looking forward for the rest of the day? What are you kind of expecting to happen now? This is your third. Yeah.
So now I know almost what to expect and what I'm attempting to protect.
Yep.
Very conscious of that.
Yep.
So, for example, I would not go straight into a big shopping centre right now.
Yeah.
I'd find that jarring.
Yep.
It would just rip you out of the experience. So I've got to be selective of what I do for the next couple of hours.
Yep.
I'd like to stay in this frame of mind and carry it into tomorrow and Monday.
Yes.
Because last Monday was a very creative day.
Yeah.
And the Sunday was a very productive day.
Yep.
In terms of getting things organised. And I got to the end of the day feeling like I'd achieved a lot of things because we've gone through the flood. There's a whole lot of reorganising of the house, and prior to coming here, it felt overwhelming.
Right. Yes.
So to tackle those things, last Sunday it didn't feel overwhelming. It felt very doable.
Yeah.
And that feeling stayed with me during the week.
Wow.
And I hadn't even thought about that.
Yeah.
And it actually felt energising for the jobs that I had looked at and gone, I cannot handle this right now.
Yeah.
I don't know where to start. I know it's going to take me forever to get through this.
Yeah.
It was I looked at it, it was like too much. But on that Sunday, it set off a part of me that enjoys getting back into order.
Yeah.
And I didn't stop. And it was not manic.
No.
It was very, it was just like, okay, I've got this under control. And next, okay, we can put one more, I can do one more load, I can sort one more cupboard, I can, you know, that I haven't had that feeling for a long time.
Wow.
Rather than the dread.
Yeah.
Domestic dread of, oh my God.
No, another one.
It was, so looking back, that was probably each day I tackled another part of it.
Yep.
And water off a duck's back. No feeling of overwhelm this week with regard to sorting out.
Yeah, yeah. Amazing.
So it definitely helped with that. I felt very much on an even keel.
Yeah.
That I could manage the other personal things that had to be managed in terms of keeping in contact and keeping, helping where I could, and just, nothing felt too grating or too, I've got so much I've got to get organised, and I didn't have that unsettling energy. Yeah. So that was good. Yeah. It had a nice pattern to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is very interesting that sound bath can make you very blissful, very peaceful. And then the next day you feel almost bulletproof.
And almost totally wiped out. Why did I feel so wound up prior? Yeah. Felt like a very different version of myself.
Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah, there's no procrastination.
Yeah, I didn't have any I didn't have any creative procrastination, and I didn't have any domestic procrastination.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a very deep reset.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm picturing I can do that again.
Yeah. Yes.
There's no reason why I can't do that again.
Absolutely.
And we've got similar things still to continue on sorting out.
Yeah.
Parts of the building have to be ripped out and, put into trails and taken to the tip and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I can feel how that is still going to be very in that same energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, very useful.
Yeah. Came at a good time. Thank you.
That's good. Yeah, I mean, pre-Christmas, it's the perfect time to have a sound bath.
Yes.
Because this time of year, it just starts to wind up. These last couple of weeks now before Christmas, people start to get jitters.
Yeah.
You've got to get so much done before the end of the year.
I'm already now thinking of the Christmas tree and getting all that stuff out of storage and all that.
Yep, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's good.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I love this. This is special.
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay.
Wow. Excellent. Thanks, Loretta.
Thank you, Matt.
No worries. Look forward to seeing you next week for your 4th sound bath.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're at the halfway point now. That's pretty good. Yeah, it'll be exciting to see what happens at number 4.
Number 4.
Yeah.
Bring it on. Bring it on. Okay.
Thanks, Loretta.
All right. Pleasure.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today. This has been a fascinating exploration of sound baths. If you've enjoyed the episode, be sure to subscribe and leave a comment. Join us again next week as Loretta continues her journey with her 4th of 6 back-to-back sound baths. Until next time, stay well and keep exploring new experiences.